Hi everybody, Raging back with another Mechabellum video. In today's video, I just have some high MMR gameplay for the end of Season 1. This will be the final post from Season 1, and it's against PlayArcher, who's a 2150 MMR player, and at the time of this game I'm like 2080 MMR. Starting out here, PlayArcher is going Rhino Specialist with the Sledgehammers and the Arc Lights, and I am going Typhoon Specialist with Tarantulas and Crawlers. And this is a pretty long game. It's 9 rounds. And this board changes quite a bit by the end here. So PlayArcher has grabbed himself a couple of Fangs to place there in front of his Arc Lights and his tanks. So just sort of creating a wall here in front of us. Suspects I'm probably going aggro with Tarantula. I have the Crawlers and the Tarantulas, so I've set the Crawlers up this way, and I'm just going to grab 2 more. And I have one here in the far right corner in the back, and I put these Crawlers here on the back flank here. So let's see how round 1 goes. We should have it. The Tarantulas are really tanky. So I noticed that my Crawlers on the right do definitely just kind of feed his units over here, so I just would like to probably shore that up. Maybe add another unit over on the right so that doesn't just keep happening. Now that I've already committed Crawlers to the back right corner here. And we will get this tower, and we should take the round because of it. I think he'll... Does he kill this Tarantula? Nope. Okay. I literally just played this game. Round 2 here, we have some different unit improvements here. None of it really sticks out too much to me. I think my opponent definitely, there's a chance he could go Fortified Hacker because it's pretty good against like Tarantulas and Tarantula Spider Mines and stuff. So that's always like an option, but he does skip here, and so do I. So something that high MMR players like to do on round 2, since I have no upshoot, people will typically get the Wasps because they want to try and just take the tower. So I need to consider the Wasp play here since it's pretty common. And so I go with Fangs, and then I actually mass recruit, and I get some more Fangs because I do suspect this Wasp play here. Like I said, I'm extending my Tarantula here to the right so that my Crawler doesn't keep feeding like it was before. And so because we're able to take out the Wasps, and all he did, he just added some Fangs back here, it'll pretty much just go the same way as last time. So we take round 2 as well. I think he will get the tower. He might even get the Tarantula dead. Yeah, the timing's pretty good for him actually on my tower here. So he will get this Tarantula, but I think this Tarantula is too much. Pretty close though. Very close. That's round 2. Very small wins here so far for us. And we do have the free Typhoon now on round 3. We get these 2 cards offered to us again, the Elite Stormcaller and the Improved Melting Point. But the Rhino Assault looks good for my opponent because I'm in an aggro position, so he can throw the Rhino behind us, and I'd kind of like to do the same. So I also grab the Rhino Assault here. He has jump drived his Wasps back to the back left here, since the push for him didn't work out last time. We get a couple levels here on the Tarantulas. Level 2 Tarantulas are actually really good here. I was really happy to have level 2 Tarantulas here. Just trying to figure out what I'd like to do with my Typhoon. It's a little awkward to place forward here. And I need to be worried about these flanks, and I need to be worried about the Rhino drop. I do have Fangs back here and Crawlers, so I do level these Crawlers, hoping that if there's any pull to the right towards the Rhino, these level 2 Crawlers should help and assist. Again, just trying to figure out what to do with the Typhoon. I've opted to stick it here in the center board since it defends flanks relatively well. And also, if it arrives late, it won't die before it can kill like Wasps or something like that. And then I just develop my flank here along with the Rhino Assault. So we do get a couple of these Crawlers that I level to level 2 come over to help, which is huge actually. And he put some more Wasps back in this right corner, but actually our Rhino just squeaks away out of range of the Wasps and is able to actually get that tower there. And this Rhino hasn't made it to the tower yet. either, so these level 2 crawlers come and they kill him. And this rhino is a hero, has absolutely no health left. Crawlers get in on the left as well, the level 2 ones. So these level 2 crawlers from here went to the right and defended against the rhino and went straight and took the tower. So pretty good round for us. And like I said, I have these late arriving typhoons. I put them sort of centerboard, and the reason for that was to kill wasps. So unfortunately, they're a little slow here, and he's able to like clear the entire board, but we will win the round with the typhoon. So more small wins for us here. That's actually kind of a better round for my opponent because he gets to level his wasps. So here, something kind of stands out to me. I go with the Stormcallers. There is the Mustang idea. I can be pushing forward. Since he does have the wasps already, Mustangs do sort of make sense, but he does have a lot of the slow-moving units on the ground here, and he's actually picked up the Marksman on this round as well. So the Stormcallers will be pretty good because they'll be able to clear Fangs and Sledgehammers and his Arc Lights, and now also his Marksman, which he's grabbed. I thought he might grab Marksman, but I wasn't really sure. I think he might, he might think I'm going to transition to like a Typhoon boat game or something like that. He decides to oil us here, and I'm still deciding what I'd like to do this round. Also decides to put his free Rhino, since he's Rhino Specialist, up here in the top right corner. And he's just he's spaced his Marksman out this way, has some late arriving Crawlers on this round. And I decided to go with 2 packs of Phoenixes. Since, again, they further will defend against like flanks here, and also it's nice to have a flying unit, just in case, like, say my Typhoon dies or my Fangs get all wiped out. Then I just grab a third recruitment here, mass recruit a pack of Crawlers, and I decided to put them here on this shallow flank, which should distract these wasps here in the top left. Then I take defense enhancement. So let's see how round 4 goes. Really hard to take out this rhino, and it is a problem for the tarantula up here in the corner. And with the addition of the oil, my tarantulas are pretty stuck in the mud here. But the Phoenixes were a decent pickup. We're able to clear these tankier arc lights because of it. And then the Typhoon can clear some Crawlers. And actually, look, the Crawlers in this game were really good, actually, like the whole time. They kept getting in here and taking towers and stuff. And that's like 2 or 3 different rounds where the Crawler has been really good for us. And these Phoenixes were able to clear the Wasps over here on the left. And with the tower debuff, we are able to take down the Rhino. And now these Phoenixes, because we still have the Phoenixes, we'll be able to take out the rest of his Wasps, and we'll be able to take the round off that as well. So, more small wins for us here. This was a good game. So we get some cards here on round 5 to pick from. Opponent goes with the anti-interference module. That way, if we take a tower, since we're on aggro, his Rhino now will be unstoppable, won't get debuffed by the tower. And my eye is on the Orbital Jav here. Since he has these high-level marksmen, I think that the Orbital Jav is actually pretty good here, especially if he decides to get some giants and stuff. Because there's been such little health loss during the game, I anticipate I will probably get this Javelin back, and I'll be able to hit like a better target later again. But for now, I'm just going to take out high-level marksman and an arc light. And also on this round, so we haven't actually done anything yet, my opponent grabs a pack of Crawlers. Since I have the Stormcallers now, wants to run those across the front of the board to distract these Stormcallers. It's a pretty decent play. He also takes range on arc lights on this round. We take range on tarantulas. Since I'm in the mud here, I'd like to be able to clear these units a little sooner and not have to walk through the mud to get there. And also, we do have quite a few tarantulas, so it's not too bad. I put a Fang here on the flank and also another tarantula. Since I just teched them, I might as well get some more tarantulas. But this tarantula does keep dying in the top right, so I need to definitely make some different plays here, but I'm mostly just waiting for like a unit drop round, just to kind of get a lay of the land, see what's going on here. before committing to anything too much. So lots of tarantulas mean we have decent enough chaff clear. And the phoenixes are actually able to be shooting priority targets as a result of it. We are losing the phoenixes here on the left. And actually, we're losing the phoenixes here on the right. So we have no more upshoot, so we will lose this round because of that. But not before we maybe take out like a couple more units, maybe just one arc light here. So he gets us on this round. Round 6, we get some free units, and the fortress looks pretty good for me here since I can kind of transition to like a Mustang fortress here. I do have the Typhoon, but I'm thinking about selling it since it hasn't done much for me this game. Opponent also takes the level 2 fortress here. So for now, I'd like to get the barrier, but I am also a little worried about him taking like maybe Scorpion, or also the fortress was offered, right? So I need a way to kind of deal with that. And I don't run like range or like overload or anything like that. So I'm thinking like, okay, if he takes fortress, how do I actually defeat that, right? And honestly, the rocket punch is like the only thing I could actually think of in this game. So opponent has grabbed himself a second fortress here. They don't have any techs yet. He's also picked up quite a bit of chaff. And he's still making the same beacon play here across the front of the board. I do grab another fortress, and I'm deciding if I want another fortress or rocket punch. I can only afford one or the other, unless I sell... Oh, I've actually already sold. So I sold that tarantula up here in the top right. So I do need a way to kill fortresses in the off chance that he takes them. So I do take rocket punch. And I just grab another pack of crawlers and I stick it right in front of the fortress. And then I also take speed since I want my fortresses to close the distance quicker. So this level 2 fortress here is a problem for us since my tarantula really, I can't do much against it even though it's level 3. So good rocket punch coming off here. We take out a whole pack of level 2 sledgehammers with it, which is huge. We do get a couple shots off with this fortress as well, and then the rocket punch on the level 2 fortress is able to take down the tower there, which buys us decent time here to be able to take out some of his units here on the left. But he does have like a little bit of a fortress going on here. Well, he has an actual fortress, but I mean, his formation here is a little bit tough for us to get through, and his fortress is already locked on to ours. And we have the tower debuff, so... we will lose to this fortress because of that. So I'm thinking I probably need more fortresses and some Mustangs to help clear the path. Since I'm lacking chaff clear. The tarantulas were my chaff clear, but now they're stuck shooting fortresses, and that's a bit of a problem. Round 7, we get Elite Mustang offered to us. But so does my opponent, but he doesn't take it. I guess he takes the underground threat. The Rhino Assault is back up this turn, so I need to also consider that he's Rhino Assaulting, and he's also defensively using Underground up here. So I do take the Elite Mustang, and I immediately give them range, and then I grab another fortress here. So now we have 3 fortresses with some Mustangs behind. Opponent takes Electromagnetic Shot on Arc Lights to shut down the Rocket Punch on our fortresses. And actually, I end up dropping the Rhino right on top of his Rhino. And since we both have the defense enhancement, they have the same health, so they'll just crush each other here. I also put down a missile, and my opponent puts down some missiles as well to clear our chaff in the top right corner. Then he grabs some fangs and defends his fortress with it. Like I said, these crush each other here. So let's see how these newly added Mustangs do. So we are able to clear the fangs a lot more effectively with the addition of the Mustangs, which is nice. But these damn arc lights are electromagging the fortresses, so we need a way to stop that. And honestly, the best way to stop it when you're Fortress Mustang is to just get barriers on the fortresses. We keep losing this side pretty hard. It's actually it's a problem for us. So noticing that, I'd probably like to extend this line of fortresses over to the left now that we have like a solid build-up on the right. don't have to worry about that too much. And the Mustangs are really good here. We're able to clear the Wasps and take out a lot of these tanks and marksmen. So even though we will probably lose this round because he still has this big level 2 fortress, it's getting closer for us. It's definitely getting better. Still pretty small wins in the game, which again is why I took that javelin all that time back. And that's up in one more turn here. So as long as I survive this round, I'll have the javelin back to help us out. So on this round, the Sabertooth definitely looks like a problem for our fortresses. And I think I just need more fortresses, right? So I do go for the big money play, which is the Overlord, just to sell it. All the while, like I said, I'm selling the Overlord. All the while, opponent here is taking barrier on fortress. He's taking range and double shot on the sabers, wants to kill our fortresses, but I have extended the line of fortresses over here to the left and also grabbed another pack of Mustangs for the left as well. So now we have Mustangs across the board and fortresses across the board. So maybe the left side here will do better for us. I also take Lone, Temp Range, Temp Speed, and I level these to level 4 Mustangs here. And he doesn't have any spells or anything. He's had quite a few, but doesn't have any this round, so don't really have to worry too much about flanks. But definitely need to be thinking about it in the future, since I still have level 1 towers and only have phoenixes to protect the flanks. So our shields do go down pretty quick here on the left, but with the addition of the Mustangs, we're able to clear chaff, and we still have the tarantulas as well. The right side is going much better for us now as well. I mean, it was going well last time as well, but it seems to be going better this time with the addition of the barriers, since the electromag shot from the arc lights are not as effective as they were before the barrier. We are able to clear the tower there, but our left side has still fallen pretty hard, so might think about getting another fortress over there next round as well. And actually, these Mustangs, because we were able to delay the left side a little longer this time, we're able to get to this tower with better timing, and once we take that down, we have so many level 4 Mustangs alive, we'll be able to take the round off that. And all the while, these Stormcallers are actually doing really, really well. 100,000 damage in the game there. Just having these 3 level 1 Stormcallers pretty good. So PlayArcher takes Wasps here, and also there's a mobilized battleship. So I really have to think about my flanks. Like I said, you know, I have a potential problem here. I put the Wasps in a defensive position here. Also, we have Javelin back up, so I can take out anything that I'd like. This is juicy right here. This little spot. Archer is going to flank us here with Wasps, double Wasp flank, as well as the Wasp swarm. Like I said, I'm hitting this spot with the Jav. I'm just going to defend my flanks here with the Wasp swarm, as well as a couple packs of level 3 Mustangs. Luckily, we have the elite Mustangs, so we could just stick them in the back here, because I'm not really sure what he's going to do, but it should be able to take out like any flanks. And then also on this round, I decided to sell the big level 3 Tarantula for some money, grab another fortress, and I just pack it in here with the rest of these fortresses. We take the Lone, the Temp Range, the Temp Speed again, and then I double attack enhancement here since we have these high level Mustangs. It behooves me to get like 24% more attack on these. You know, it's good with the level 5 Mustangs. Opponent here has grabbed himself a couple more fortresses. He went for the Wasp cheese play. And so because we'll shut this down, this round should go really well for us since, you know, he didn't deploy stuff like on his front-facing side, and we're going to jab it out. And also we're going to defend against this big Hail Mary play that he's doing. Also takes portable shield on the Fangs, but we do have the Mustangs, so we should be able to get through those anyway. And like I said, these level 3 Mustangs are going to take out all these Wasps. And the Javelin just takes out like a high-level Mustang, a high-level Arclight, and a Fortress. So last round here is kind of, you know, it's over, basically. So we have a very decisive victories. The cards were really good for us. The Elite Mustang, the Fortress drop. We transitioned to Fortress Mustang, and he did not take the Elite Mustang, so we were able to take the win off that. So taking a look at the battlefield here at the end, on the last round, because we got the Javelin back, we were able to take out this Marksman, this Arclight, and this Fortress all in one go, which was huge for us. And because he mostly developed a flank here, and we shut it down pretty easily with these Mustangs. Like, I was mostly worried about like the mobilized battleship play. I thought that's what he was going to go for. Either way, the Mustangs would have defended. So shoring up the flanks there, just adding another Fortress up into the front, jabbing out his little pocket here and taking out his flanks. We were able to take the game. I just thought I'd end the season here with a nice high MMR game, and I'm excited to see what Season 2 will bring. There's going to be lots of new units. There's going to be the Raiden. We'll be able to build Sabretooth, like, right off the rip. Yeah, lots of changes coming. This video will be old school someday, so wanted to squeak this one in here before the end of the season. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate everybody who sticks around at the end of these. I'll see you in the next one in Season 2. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.